Good afternoon. I'm going to speak in English because there are ambassadors maybe. My name is Maya Ibrahimchah and I founded Beit El Baraka in 2019. It was 9 months before the revolution of 17 October. Today, Beit El Baraka counts 226,000 beneficiaries on our database. We support 18,600 students in 149 schools in Lebanon. This database represents almost 4.8% of the total Lebanese population in a country where 11% of the population is above the age of 65. We have the highest, fastest aging population in the entire Middle East and North Africa, and unfortunately, no retirement pension funds whatsoever. So in 2021, I recognized the importance of launching a social enterprise for two reasons. The first reason being because there is no greater dignity than offering a job for someone who deserves it. And there is no worse dignity than asking for funds that are given to you in a conditional manner. And this is a huge problem we are facing today in Lebanon. Funds and grants are being given to us with impossible conditions that we at Beit El Baraka cannot and will not meet for any circumstance. In Lebanon, where the economic disparities are considerable and social needs continue to grow tremendously, it is imperative that we innovate and that we find approaches that are different in order to survive. And most of all, in order to create replicable socio-economic models that create a ripple effect throughout all the societies and all the areas where there are vulnerable communities. But if the civil society today in Lebanon doesn't do what we're doing, then nobody else will. And when we talk of civil society, we always have to remember that we need a civil society that does not abide to any agenda, that is not crippled by the conditions imposed on any grants. So, none of this would be possible if there is no cooperation between charities and people from the private sector. So when I was talking to Rula about this speech, she told me that we were discussing the importance of cooperation and collaboration. And actually, for the past 3 years, Beit El Baraka has been supporting 65 charities, and this is part of the collaboration and cooperation with other people, because these 65 charities, out of 11,000 charities in Lebanon, 5,000 of which are active, we were only able to identify 65 charities who have the same exact respect for humanitarian work as we do. The primary condition is not having anyone else supporting you as a beneficiary, whether you are Lebanese, Ethiopian, whichever nationality you are. The condition is we will help you as long as nobody else helps you. So throughout these 3 years, we are supporting 65 charities, 12 hospitals, 21 dispensaries, 227 schools, and 53 communal kitchens. Why? Because these collaborations maximize collective impact and they avoid the duplication of aid. Resources are very limited, and the problem is they are very unequally distributed. So it's crucial that we work together to avoid duplication, to streamline our operations, and to reach a broader audience, ultimately maximizing our reach and impact. The most challenging task today is to sustain empathy and benevolence, all the while remaining perceptive and professional. And I would just like to point out that only recently we failed an international test by one of the international organizations because they consider that we are too nice and too familiar with our beneficiaries. And I sent an email saying, I am honored to have failed your exam. Empathy and compassion are the result of the evolution and the intelligence of human beings. They necessitate the ability to transcend our primal instincts of fear and insecurity. This is why I decided to surround myself with virtuous people, intelligent people who understand the dangers of egos and agendas. People who understand that by leveraging the entrepreneurial spirit within charity organizations, we can harness the potential and generate employment opportunities and thus alleviate poverty in a dignified and humane manner, no matter what. Today, our social enterprise CANS has allowed over 2,000 women in less than a year and hundreds of artisans and small producers to regain their self-worth and to transmit their skills to future generations who hopefully will look at Lebanon with a different perspective. Thank you very much.